Yes, there we are. Good evening, viewers. The final race of the Mighty Monday reverse grid from Bathurst this time. The drivers are currently in for their driver's briefing, so that gives us plenty of time to go through the standings in a second. Let me just get a few things in order first. So yeah, we're just waiting for the drivers to come out of the pit, well, straight onto the grid. Of course, it's a reverse grid event, so no qualifying. Obviously, we did that before the first race, and now we have the top 10 that's going to be reversed. So let's look at those standings there. We have David Gavone, I should say, in first place. Just race session real quick. Yeah, so the first place is going to give 69 points. Second place is going to give 63 points. And of course, I haven't memorized that, and I expect that, or I suspect that you probably won't memorize it as well if I tell you now. So yeah, let's do a real quick calculation after the race to see who won the actual championship. Of course, just 4 races, but yeah, we still want to know who has won it, of course. And let's also look at the grid, because I would expect that Ayo Horman is it today. So, yeah, he's actually on the 13th position. Beaujean, is he in today? I don't think so. No, he's no longer with us for this final race. So, well, I'll tell you that in P10 we have Paranoia, the CCS team. In front of him is his teammate, Jean. Also the CCS team. Then we have championship leader Geweun, and in front of him is Christophe Samijn, Menno van der Molen, Patrick Bijsters, Jochen Cambrai, Juir Katjeu, and Lindauer is taking pole today. Or well, he didn't take pole so much. He well, you understand the concept of the reverse grid. So he's going to be starting from the first position. Just checking if I have some connection issues. Hopefully not. Let me know if the sound is okay. Of course, I can make adjustments on the fly. So let's see how much time we still have left. Just a little less than 2 minutes. Start of the race. So yeah, Bathurst, Mount Panorama, or Panodrama, as we've also called it in the past. Let's see what happens. It is dry, so yeah, hopefully not too much chaos. We have a good 18 cars, 21 cars even tonight. So yeah, that should be fun. Going up the hill with 21 cars. It's always yeah, fun to see how good that works. Of course, this is a pretty epic track. I think it's an acquired taste. You have to love it, and not everyone does. I like to see the action on the track, but yeah, to drive, not so much, because you need actual skill to get around this track for more than 2 or 3 laps without crashing. So that's a big issue for me personally. Speaking to someone about his livery that unfortunately didn't load tonight, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, it's the ongoing investigation of why liveries or skins or whatever you call it are not loading in the game. So tonight, unfortunately, our own admin Menno van der Molen is the unlucky guy who has a black livery. And I think also, oh yeah, I actually did a very short before the race. I did a little notice about a couple of liveries that weren't loading incorrectly. So there's another car there, a black car. Well, let's be honest, still it still looks good. So the drivers on the way for their warming up lap. And let's take a look at the temperatures. 33 and 41 track temperature. Wow. Looks like it's a bit cloudy, but it's gonna stay dry this race by the look of it. We have one mandatory stop, pit window of half an hour, I think it is. Yeah, a mandatory tire change. So drivers definitely have to do that for their pit stop to count. Yeah, good to see. Good to see a pretty big grid. I'm pretty happy with 21 cars because last week on Watkins Glen was yeah, pretty. It felt pretty lonely. But yeah, we're here. Malu is in chat. I hope I pronounced it right. Good evening. Four CCS cars tonight, and 3 teammates on, as I said, 9th, 10th, and 11th position. Yeah, looks good. Nice to see several cars with the same livery and 2 car types. Lamborghinis and Ferraris. Oh, there's actually also we have this nice Aston Martin CCS livery. So we go a double foul on towards the start-finish straight. And yeah, interesting to see. Of course, we have Gerun, Samijn, Bijsters, the top guys in the championship, and are they going to be able to move up fairly quickly through the field? Of course, they will want to be careful in the first round. Well, everyone is going to be want to be careful, of course, but yeah, let's see how quickly they can move up. Alright, here we go, man. Just one more corner. And we're onto the start-finish straight. It's a long grid. Of course, this circuit hosts some big races with very big grids. So we go on to the start-finish straight here. For the final race of the Mighty Mondays reverse grid, and it's green. So there's Lindauer Cambrai there on the outside. It's Katje who was taking the lead. The Bijsters didn't have a good start here, it seems. So Van der Molen already passed him. Let's look at the CCS cars. Oh, there's a bit of, there we see the Böhm had a little bit of It's a touch there. That's a big crash. Big crash. And oh, come on, guys, hit the brakes. Yeah, big crashes. It only can happen here on Bathurst. And yeah, that's typical panorama, I would say. That was a big crash. Here we have our championship leader, Gibbon. I think he's in, yeah, the screen says 13th place. Let's assume that's correct. So plenty of work to be done there. That's, yeah, we're definitely waiting. Horvat is... No, that's not good, guys. Come on. The replay here. Oh, he's in contact there with Jostein Scheffer, I think it is. Then he comes onto the track. That's a very unsafe join. He's hit by one of the CCS cars there. Got to be more careful, guys. Yeah, he's very badly damaged. Tries to move on, but that's not gonna work. I see Man van der Molen already in the pit. Haven is also in the pit, so Katjeu leading now. And let's look at that big pile up there if we can. I'm not sure if I can go back to replay. Should be able to. Let's see. Oh, did we actually restart now? Yeah, I think we did. Alright, interesting. But yeah, good choice. I applaud that decision, because that was, well, let me not use the word that I had in my head, but that, we have to be more careful. Absolutely, that's just, we can do better than this. I know we can. So yeah, that's a restart, and that means that I'm gonna take a real quick break, and see you in 3 minutes. Alright, welcome back. Just a bit more than a minute before we start a second attempt of this race. Yeah, as I say, we have to do better than this, and I don't think I've personally I haven't experienced a restart with DC-SimRacing yet. So the level is usually a bit higher, but yeah, this is just, especially if something happens, yeah, don't be afraid to use the brakes. It's there are some tracks where you might be able to gain a couple of positions, but this track, and especially up the mountain, this is not one of the tracks to try that, so be careful. So 30 seconds.
30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Some comments in the chat. Falu says nice restart. Frits is also in the chat. Goedenavond Frits. Gaat lekker. Which would translate to something like nice going. Valentin says go Team CCS. Yes, supporters in the chat. So strong representation in the field and also in the chat. When Keller says beetje jammer wordt die restart, which would translate to well, he's not too happy about the restart. But, and I mean, I can imagine, but yes. As I say, I think this was a bit extreme. Willem, by the way, also I saw you sign out tonight, so nice that you could join us in the chat. Nicky B, hey, goedenavond. DC-SimRacing regular. Nicky is in the chat. Says just let it go on. Well, I'm sure that if we have another incident that yeah, we're not gonna keep restarting, so we will definitely let it go this second time. But yeah, I'm just hoping that people are going to be a bit more careful. But yeah, this sort of decision is completely up to Menno, but I fully support him in this because yeah, that was just. Well, again, I'm not going to say the word I have in my head, but not good enough. It says Spa, we drive through, no restart. Yeah, I don't think we can really compare those situations. And I think you also mean pandemonium. Can you up your vote, please? Yes, sure. I seem to be pretty loud, but maybe I should just see if I can make some tiny adjustments and let me know if this is better. Falu also says this track is so hard for GT3, and yeah, it is. It is. Alles goed, Mr. Metz? Ja, zeker. Ja, zeker. Just a few more months, Nicky, and I'm gonna get a box of cigars from you. You remember that? We had a little bet about whether or not Gran Turismo 7 was coming to the PC, and I don't think it came to the PC yet. So yeah, let me not make how do you say that? Let me not make a little commercial for my favorite cigar brand. But as we see the cars moving up in double file again. So here's the second attempt at our start, and of course now everything is going to be absolutely great. I see that Patrick Bijsters has decided to start from the pit lane, so he doesn't have a lot of faith in this. I hope he's incorrect. So here we go again. Lindauer taking us away here for our second start here for the Mighty Mondays Reverse grid, the final race.
Green line. Give it all you got.
Green, green, green. Here we go. Going immediately looking at the inside of the track. Again, it's Gauthier who has a good start and is able to move past Lindauer. As Nicky says, give it some time. Well, okay. Just a couple more months. We see Juwir, who's I think he's a bit quicker there. Instantly, well, he does take a look there with Lindauer. Okay, guys, let's see, because we had a bit of chaos here in the last lap. Let's hope that things are better here. It does seem like it's less crowded, so looks good so far. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Lentjes back in P16. I think that's a Wilson to hit the wall pretty hard there. The CCS team able to keep going. Instantly under pressure from Pomerici though. Had to move, let a couple of cars go there, but stabilizes on P19, I think it is. ACC says P15, I don't think that's correct. Oh, and there we also see, is it Competizione? Oh, that's Roy Haveling. Waits for everyone to pass and yeah, reverses. So let's go back to the front of the field with Gauthier in first position. Has a nice gap to Lindauer of 2 seconds. Position still the same here. Juwir is in P3. Mender van der Molen already in P4. So he's moving up, and there we see Cambrai and of course De Beun and Samijn. Cambrai might be trapped in the middle here, but yeah, that's unfortunate because he tried to brake a bit later, but yeah, that means he's overshooting or missing his braking point. Let's look at De Beun here and Samijn. Oh no, it's not good. De Beun also not keeping his brakes in. That's our championship leader. Having contact there with Christophe Samijn. And I'm not sure who he collected there. Switch to another standings view for your convenience. Yeah, we're gonna look at the replay in a second there. So that's a championship deciding moment there. Although I would fully expect to get Vern to come back in this race. He is in the pit though. He is in the pit, so doesn't look good. Let's see if I can find a replay, because of course we did a restart. Because we did a restart, my remote control tool doesn't allow me to this. To fix that place. So Christophe Samijn now in pit position. The Beun is still in the pit. Let's see if he yeah, if he will continue his way, but yeah, he would really have a tough job with just 40 minutes. Shame that I don't have a replay, because that's a championship deciding moment. Quality says this track violence is epic to watch. By the way, it really looks like a battle. Yeah. Well, that's incredibly unfortunate, because that's not the way we want to see championships being decided, and I would not be surprised if Givern, well, at least does a report. I'm not sure who was in the wrong there, but yeah, definitely something that he will want to have a look at. Because that's just something that you really have to look at from multiple directions. As we see Litauer going straight on, but loses it there. Only really hard for Menno on the motor. Really bad here. So Litauer is forming the head of a little train here. All the way to P7. There's Horman, who the final car in this little collection of cars. We see some mine also making a move on Menno. Wow, he's aggressive tonight. So we see that Paranoia is getting a drive-through. That's, we don't have live stewarding, so that's something that from the game itself. And we don't have people handing out punishments live tonight. It's mine. Pressure from Borman. There's Hubert, who spun the car there. And yeah, that's Mount Panorama for you. You have to constantly stay alert, and he also has to look out that Sapphire is a bit surprised there by that car being turned around. But yeah, you also have to look out to do a proper turnaround. Mark says no brain. Yeah, I'm not sure who that applies to, but yeah, there's a couple of people that that it could apply to. It could also apply to me, but yeah, who knows? Let's look a bit further down the track. We have Tommy Vaas with Lentjes and Scheffer not too far behind. Taking a look. Having the correct lines here. Some defending there. Oh no! Stijn Scheffer bumping into Lentjes. Eventually, both are able to continue on their way. Lentjes would want Scheffer to give the position back, and well, I'm not in the habit of doing stewarding during commentary, but yeah, it would not be a bad move for Stijn Scheffer to give that position back, unless he would not agree that he was the car behind that actually hit Lentjes. because that's usually when doing stewarding. Of course, again, I am not stewarding right now, but that sort of accident usually doesn't take a lot of time to resolve. The Lynch is on his way again, and hopefully he can make a move if he doesn't get the position back from Will Stein. Reno again is within half a second of Ormond. He's taking a look here. Ormond will definitely put the pressure. Let's look at Yannick Koerts as he makes a move on Lindauer. So Lindauer having started on pole, car's quite damaged. Oh, and there's 16 to 18. That's Ormond. 30-second replay. Plenty of time, so we're going back quite far. Let's see what happened here. Oh, he just loses it by himself. There's that. Yeah, so now he's in 13. And also Yannick Koerts has had a little incident. Is back on his way. That's André and Lindauer moving back past him. Let's see. Scheffer and the Rangers still in the same position. So that position has not been given back. Scheffer has also moved past Fast. Well, obviously he's in front of him now, so let's see if Lane just can make a move on Fast as well. Oh, that's seemed like an optimistic move there. Joe still in the first position. A good 6.5 seconds behind him. Just of Samai, who I guess he's virtually in the first place here. Closest action on track. We have Cambrai within half a second of Lindauer, as you can see. Lots of damage on, well, a lot of cars now. And there's the pit window open, so that's just, yeah, it's not half an hour, it's 15 minutes of course. So 15 minutes for people to get their pit stops, and it's immediately Tommy Vaas and Horman coming in. Is hier 2 lijntjes. Still pretty close together. Also, Albert Wilson. Far behind Purax in the CCS car. Goes a bit wide there. That's a tricky part of this circuit. As I just noticed, Menno van der Molen also coming in. Just now within half a second of Jan Koerts. Sitting there, but this is not the Koerts. Throwing it into the wall there. I was going to say this is not a place to overtake. Of course, you would definitely need a huge mistake by the other driver. Speaking of mistakes, I think, as I said, all these cars are damaged by now, which doesn't make it easier to navigate this track. Can set himself up here as he touches the wall there. That's not something that makes it easier to gain time. I was gonna say if he can set himself up here for this long straight, but yeah, that's not the exit you want. Coming in. So, Gotcha still moving on. It's had a pretty clean race so far. Able to move away fairly quickly. And, yeah, that makes things much easier. You're not constantly being harassed by someone behind you. She has 5 seconds to Orfot. Yeah, still has to come in, so Gonna have to wait to see what happens. Still within a second of, well, he's a bit further down now, but he's still very close to third. See a man van der Molen is very close to Lindau. These guys are the well, the first on track who did their pit stop. Less than 24 minutes to go in this race. Koers is coming in, Francheur is coming in, zodat we race die Corsa Scheffer en Marinci. Corsa Scheffer, personally interested to see where he comes out compared to Leentjes. Scheffer is, yeah, he's just moving away now. Front of Leentjes, but it's not too far behind. And of course, if he would choose to fire the report, then that could make a difference if the stewards decide that Jobstein is in the wrong there. Yeah, that could definitely be a factor. There's some line coming in, that is Warfok. It's just T-Rex that still has to come in. It's a bit further back on track. Still 7 minutes to go in the pit window. So that's going to move Katje back in the first position. Where is it? Because there's Horvat. Ooh, he's able to keep hold of the first position, but has to defend it now. And that is good defending. But I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Oh, and he goes way wide and loses it, so that settles that. Yeah, Horvat had to do some hard defending there. Might have been a bit too much. Again, don't want to steward during the commentary, but of course I do have opinions that I can't help that. But, so Horvat, well, still in second, so not doing too bad. Christophe Samijn is in third after the pit stops. Florence has not made a pit stop yet. Very closely followed to Menno van der Molen, who makes his move here. Florence doesn't fight too hard. He knows this is not his direct battle. let's see, Lentjes moving up to Scheffer again. Rodney says, welcome. Lentjes within half a second now. It's also doing his pit stop there. Ah, that's Gavone in the chat. I feel robbed. My initial assessment, again, I don't want to do stewarding during commentary, but my initial session would be that you might be right there. But yeah, I would at least ask the stewards to take another look at it. That's all that I can say right now. I wish a replay of that, but just to have some technical issues on my end. Of course, I do have to replay. Well, the steward will also be able to look back at any incidents during the race. I'm afraid that's not going to do a lot for you, since you're yeah, essentially were bumped out of the race, or yeah. Let's see, Lentjes still putting the pressure on Scheffer. David says, I'm not going to drop any accusations here, but the worst thing that could have happened did happen, and yeah, penalty won't help. Not for this race, but yeah, I mean, we can talk to any driver that's involved in an incident, and yeah, of course, we want to keep track of what's going on with drivers, and of course, Christoph is usually a very clean driver. Again, I can't even look at the replay due to technical issues, so I can't say too much about it. But oh, as we see that Lentjes moves past Scheffer there, so was finally able to get that position back. But yeah, I think we have to take a look again at that incident, and yeah, we definitely have to keep a record of who does what on track. And, again, of course, there's no prizes on the line for this championship, so better to have it happen in this championship than in a championship where there's actually prizes on the line. But yeah, I can fully understand that you would feel robbed. And GTH says, didn't see any onboard on stream, can judge who makes the steering move. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. The stewards have to do a good assessment on that, and yeah, all we have now is my feeling, the feeling of David, and yeah, let's
The pit window is closing now.
let's see what happens. I would say final report, and let's take a look. Looking at Worman, who's within half a second for Marici. I just noticed that, well, the pit window is over, but I see that Roy Havel, the pit window is closed, I should say. But Roy Haveling is not coming in, or hasn't come in, I should say. I see Paranoiac is in the pits. You see that Horman takes another look at Pomerici. And is he going to make this move stick here? That does look good. So that's him up to P9. See, that's Jostein Scheffer who now comes in, I think. No, that's just a little picture. I'm not sure what that was all about. So let's focus on Christophe Samain, who's now within. He's just 6 tenths behind Horvat. David says, GT8 Motorsport will be hard to judge. I hope the replay shows the stewards that I was bumped from behind, which made me go into him first. But that was fine, having a few meters after that. Yeah, we're gonna have to look at that. Of course, please do file a report. We see that Horman had a little moment here. Let's move back to Christophe Samain, because he's putting pressure on Horvat. Let's see if he can make a move here. Preferably on the straight here, of course, coming up. I think that was a little touch there on the inside of the corner by Horvat. Can Horvat defend this, because Samain is quite a bit faster. Sorry about that. So that's a clean move. But Horvat coming back. Ooh, go! Yeah, that's very nice. That was very nice. Let's see if Samain can put something back into a bit of a brake locking there, but this is not over yet. That was a very nice move back by Horvat. Samain takes a look. That says, yeah, enough of the bad vibes. The races before were great and the first grid format was really fun. Yeah, it was. This is, I mean, it's a tricky track, so lots of mayhem tonight. Again, I've called it Mount Pandadrama a couple of times. And, yeah, it lives up to the unofficial name. But yeah, the race is definitely we're fun so far, and yeah, it works. The reverse grid is also always yeah, it just gives an interesting set of circumstances. Here's Samain backing up just a little bit, but by no means is the pressure off for Horvat. And Crystal will want to set himself up for another move on the straight here. Again, coming up. But yeah, he's a bit too far away now. It extends. Where is he? Let's see. Yeah, that's too far away. What do I know? Just he lets Horvath know that he's there. Well, Horvath has to defend. Again, has to take those defensive lines. Just 9 minutes to go, official time in this race. Side by side here. Oh, that was an unfortunate camera swap there. Horvath go another touch there. But Samay did pass him there. Let's go back 15 seconds. In the right camera position this time. Horvath goes a bit wide. Touches the wall. And moves back into Christoph Samay's path. But Christoph is able to make a move there. So, nice job. P2. In the meantime, Pache still comfortably leading this race. 13 seconds to Christoph Samay. As I say that, I do see the gap coming down. But, let's wait and see. Menne van der Molen, here comes a replay. Menne van der Molen is behind Horvath, of course. Horvath goes wide, and Menno is able to take advantage of that. And that's Horvath back to the pit. Yeah, so he did a tow back to the pit. And he's upline, I think. So let's see the change now. Yeah, the gap is coming down, but yeah, with a little more than 6 minutes official time in the race, that's not going to be a factor. His lights there just to get this CCS car out of the way, and yeah, moves aside. Of course, there's this sort of I think I would fully expect that Menno told the guys during the driver's briefing to not try any passing above on the top of the hill, but of course, yeah, this guy is under pressure. Won't want to lose a lot of time behind that car there, so he did. Well, let's say he tried it and he got what he wanted. So yeah, it's always dangerous to even try it on top of the hill, and it's a bit unfair, I would say. Is that a controversial opinion? It might be a bit harsh on guys. I mean, I'm a backmarker myself, a professional backmarker. It's a bit harsh to do the flashing of the lights, but yeah, I can completely understand Kache, who's well, not under pressure, that's a big word, but Christoph Samay did take 2 seconds in the last lap. Yeah, I would say 2 seconds in the last lap, so he's a bit quicker. Just 2 tenths. The last lap was just 2 tenths quicker, so it's not like he's making huge steps toward Kache. Let's look further down the track for some action. I see Furex coming out of the pit there, I think. Nah, that's not what was going on. He was moving aside, of course, for Christoph Samay. Yeah, of course. Losing the plot here, ladies and gentlemen. But just 4 minutes to go, so Should be good. And it's kind of lucky because my maths are terrible. I think we can fairly comfortably say that Christoph became the winner of the Mighty Mondays event tonight. Dare I say under controversial circumstances? No, we're gonna have to, the stewards are gonna have to look into it, and yeah, I'm a backup steward, so if David makes a report, then I will definitely also have a look. But yeah, I mean, if a mistake was made, a mistake was made, and we're gonna have to judge it fairly. We'll judge it fairly. We do still have 21 cars on the track. Yeah, Orford block out. Hey, what's this? 50-second replay. Here's Lentjes making a move there on Lindauer. More than 2 minutes to go in the race. We do see Lindauer. It's not over yet. Moving side there, not. I think that's Roy Hafley, I'm not sure. Doesn't want to become a part of this battle. Minute to go. I'm gonna move back to Victor Katjeu because nice racing here. Just from start to finish, he led the race, so that's a good job. Coming over the finish line here. Just one more lap.
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think I am, but it does happen. Yeah, that's just 33 seconds to go. It's a little doubt there. I see Christoph Samijn he managed to get up to 7.5 seconds now, so he moved from 12.5 seconds to 7.5 seconds we see now. So this race would have been another 20 laps, then that might have been a factor, but it's not. So there we go. The official timer running out. Flashing the lights there. Still wants the back markers to move out of the way. I would think in his position, I would not do that, simply because, yeah, you might force the other guy in a mistake. You might make him nervous, and yeah, and especially since Menno is very likely to have told them to not do the exact thing that he just did. yeah, it's always a risk you're taking. There we go. Just a couple of corners left. And Cacho coming in for the for a very nice win here on Bathurst. He's currently in 11th place in the championship. And he's very happy. There we go. 69 points for Victor Cacho. Nice job. So that will move him nicely up into the in the standings. Let's go to Christoph Samani, already finished. Man of the Mole has already finished. No, he's just coming over the line now. Let's look at Yannick Koerts. Let's wait on Leentjes. And yeah, that's it for tonight. Yeah, the reverse grid. I think it was a success. I hope you had fun. I certainly did with the commentary. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And like, subscribe, and yeah, see you on Discord. See you in the chat the next time. Have a good evening, guys. Bye bye.